There we go. Okay, so first we'll look at in terms of setup, ball position, a bit too far back. So you were de-lofting golf clubs, and by having the ball way to the right-hand side, it meant you had to move back this way to the golf ball. Okay, very, very steep, and then chop across it as a result. Okay, so we saw a golf swing now, move back to that right side. If you come back to the ball, everything hanging back on that right side. So the point of impact, we want a sort of straight line through kind of that left foot, and there's not really much touching that yellow line apart from your left foot, your ankle, but even your ankles move back off the ball there, so your shin, your knee, your hips and everything, they're just all leaning back way onto that back foot there, pulling across the ball, just trying to get the ball up in the air, I guess, yeah? And looking from down the line, what we see on here now, very, very steep, coming down now, sort of basically through your right ear to the golf ball, okay? So very steep angle of attack, no loft, no real angle that's going to get the ball up in the air, de-lofted club anyway, and all you can really do is sort of hang back and flip it to hope for the best. And you're a good golfer, and you'll get it on occasions, but when it's wrong, it's like, oh my word, what's going on? Exactly.
That's why I found lately I'm not consistent in what I'm doing.
When it's good, it's pretty decent. When it's bad, it's like, oh my God, where's that gone? And that's the thing. So this ball position is purely a drill, okay? But you do that with the ball there because you put the club back in the normal spot. In time, what we'd want to try and see is the golf ball obviously starting somewhere around there is normal, okay? When you put that ball forward as a drill to help you move in this direction, the club is still in its normal spot. Don't move the club to the golf ball, otherwise your shoulders will be wide open, and that'll encourage more of this kind of across the line steeper angle, okay? But you can see here now from that position, okay, as we move back to the golf ball, there's your impact here now, line through your left foot. There's some things are on that yellow line or that red line somewhere moving towards target. We can sort of just see in the follow through position how that movement in comparison to that move, I mean, just physically a much more healthier position, I suppose. That's the key thing for me, okay? So the ball further forward now is a drill. On the range, you can overdo that and then in time come back to kind of normal. That I would stick to on the golf course. That's fine. You can do that. It's quite an easy, well, not easy, it's a static change. You're not overly thinking when you're doing that. You just, okay, move that ball further forward and your brain reacts to it, In terms of a swing thought, looser in the grip pressure, obviously another stat thing to remember anyway. As we go back now, keeping that right shoulder back for as long as we can, so the arms are basically falling. And you can see here now, that club is now coming through your right shoulder, right chest area. It's not coming through your right ear. Well, exactly. And look at those two clubs. If I clear that there, that's the difference in your angles there. So you have changed your swing. Now, visually, your swing won't look that much different. All that's happened is you've just taken the spinning wheel and just gone from there and just done that. Not by changing a lot, just by slowing something down. So you, in some ways, putting less effort in now, which is, again, how many times you heard that phrase where guys say, oh, when I swing it slower, it goes further. Well, what you're actually swinging slow is that joint there, okay? And this point here. When they swing slower, the club works faster. Hence, the ball goes 20 yards further and a better launch. So your efficiency is going to be a lot better, okay? So as you start coming down the golf ball here now, the club we can see now as it comes in the golf ball is coming in from the sort of inside of the golf ball. You compare that angle we have there compared to this steep angle. As the club is starting to come in here, that club now, you can see is actually the golf ball. So you're just coming across the ball, cutting across it, creates a sort of this sort of slicey kind of spin that we see, and then that means you have to start the ball left to target. And to help you start the ball left to target, you'll fall back on this right foot. So all these things are kind of manifesting together to try to come together. And again, as a good player, you'll get them together half decent, but just from a long-term perspective and a consistency perspective. And nobody when they play golf's consistent, but better, or I suppose more consistent players, their bad shots better. You look at guys who play off the one handicap, they hit the ball probably a little bit better than you, but their bad shots a lot better than you. And that's the difference. When they hit a bad shot, they might miss the green by the side and chip and putt for a par. When you hit a bad shot, maybe the tree somewhere, or losing the ball or bunker or whatever, and making doubles and big numbers, where they're making almost sometimes pars and okay, make a bogey, or I can birdie the par 5 on the back 9, so it's all good. So getting that angle much more efficiently, okay, and as you swing through on this right hand one now, because the angle's better, that ball now can start just right at the line, and you can finish through again, that ball zipping towards the line, and literally just, I think it'll sit pretty easy on here, but that ball was literally drawn a line on that white line there. It was perfect. Just the information we're giving that ball now is a much more efficient angle because of the ball position and your body movement, a much better path because your right shoulder is now working less or is just staying back for a bit longer and just letting your arms swish through. You're creating arm speed now, tone, rather than trying to muscle it with the body. Yeah. Because again, I know your swing. I mean, if we look at the actual movement in sort of full swing, if I clear that there, if I just play the left hand one kind of in full speed, you finish there, and then we look at this one in full speed. Doesn't look that different, does it? There's not much, it's like, oh my god, that's like massively. But we can see when you stop at certain elements of that, just the angles we're swinging. And that's the thing. People's golf swing visually don't really change because that's what they naturally do. We're just taking. It's like a car. A car is the body of a car is the shape of the car is the body. That's what it is. But you can improve a car's performance by just tightening this and twisting that and touching that. You don't see all these things, do you? Okay, you know, take a car. Oh, go for an MOT. Well, this needs fixing. Okay, you redo the whole body work and change the engine. Don't just tweak. So your swing is not going to look massively different, but the ball flight's telling you you're doing something effectively massively different. But hopefully, it's not reinventing the wheel. It's just basically taking the wheel and just tilting it slightly on a different angle. So it's certainly doable. And as you said at the start, someone at my age, I've been playing obviously, I can't change my swing. Well, visually, it won't change really.
No, we're just tweaking it.
Exactly, it's taking some movements there, and again, set up things you can do quite
bad
easily.
Shots on there now will be a lot less than
Green side rather than reloading, Okay, and this obviously stems throughout the whole bag, obviously through the bag, from wedges up the bag. When you're doing it in practice here, practice as much as you can, making it feel a bit awkward and unnatural. Start with wedges, 8s and 9s, to make it easier, to give the confidence. When you're on the golf course, think about the ball position, but just go and play. Don't think about your swing, just go out there, find the ball, hit it, find it again, Chances are you'll probably still think a little bit about some of these things, but
I will, but I'm not
it will
going to
get
take
in
it
the
on
way.
there.
Exactly.
Take it on there.
No, until you get on
Until it
here,
becomes natural.
where you go, that's what I kind of feel like I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense?
Yeah.